Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel SquareWave 2. Don't confuse me with another channel, SineWave 2. We are totally different things. We are having terrible wildfires here in Southern California, and due to the poor air quality, I'm staying indoors for a few days. This is a good time to make another video. So today, I'm going to show you my version of a reed switch motor. This motor is activated by 2 reed switches. But first of all, what is a reed switch? Here you have a reed switch. It's a small glass tube filled with some inert gas. A wire extends from each end to serve as connection terminals. These wires are connected to thin metal strips that just barely overlap. These are the reeds. When they are exposed to a magnetic field, they become magnetized and attract each other, closing the circuit. When the field is removed, spring action returns them to their original open position. So you have a magnetically controlled on-off switch. This is my flywheel. It is driven steam locomotive style by 2 pistons and connecting rods. The pistons are actually solenoids electrically charged. The solenoids are coils of copper magnet wire wound on a hollow core. In the core are metal plungers, which are pulled inward when the coil is charged, like this. When the charge stops, the plunger is free to be pulled back out by the other solenoid pulling its plunger in. This alternate action keeps the wheel turning. My flywheel is mounted on a threaded 1/4-inch rod 12 inches long. It is supported by 2 verticals containing press-fit ball bearings which reduce friction to a minimum. At the back end of the rod you will see a bracket which holds a small magnet and a counterweight. 2 reed switches are held by vertical supports positioned so that they will be activated alternately as the magnetic field passes by. Here is a small magnet, here is a counterweight, and these are my 2 reed switches. The rotating magnet passes by each one, making it close briefly to send a pulse of current to its respective solenoid. This way, each solenoid gets a brief burst of power at just the right time. Here is my battery pack holding 8 D cells for 12 volts. I can operate the motor using either one or both solenoids, controlled by this knife switch. A very interesting motor, don't you think so? It shows a graphic example of a reed switch and also of a solenoid. It has one more trick I would like to show you. The motor can be run on one or both solenoids. An LED on top of each solenoid tells us if it's running or not. I'll begin running with one solenoid and then I'll cut in the other solenoid. You will see an increase in speed and hear a different rhythm. Well folks, that's my first video for 2025. Thank you for watching. And my shop assistant, Mr. Dillon, thanks you for watching. Yes, Mr. Dillon is still here, in spirit. Have a happy and prosperous new year.